All right, good evening. We got one person on Twitch. See Lurker, Wrangler, Swago. How's it going? All right, I need to do a couple of raid runs before we get started on GAC today. Oops. So we can warm up a little bit. Hey, Wrangler with the follow. Thank you. Appreciate that. How are you doing tonight? Jesus Christ. I got a cat bothering me already. Oh, yeah. I need to get a win today to secure a winning record for the season because uh unfortunately my wife and the baby both were very sick past couple days. They're getting over it now, they're fine, but I wasn't really able to play my last GAC. So it dropped me to 4-4. After seeing the score the guy dropped on me, though, I doubt I would have been able to beat him. He got 18-30. He fucking wrecked me. This is already going poorly. Where'd my mouse cursor go? There it is. Eh. I'll probably still get my 1.8 out of this. Man, the AI is exceedingly stupid. Okay, yeah. I'm back on track. We're good. CT Drill with the follow. That's 2 for today. Awesome. That puts me at 766. I'm getting up there in followers now. How are you doing this fine evening, Drill? There we go. Get rid of that damage immunity. Yeah, it's easier now though, so I'm not too upset about it. I definitely am getting tired of it though. And because it's easier, I don't have to min max as hard. Uh Basically me and like two or three other guys in the guild carry the whole guild as far as score goes. We get the 90 million credit. We're pretty close to 130, but not quite. And like I had to push, like my max is 9.6, I think it is. And another guy's is the same, and then a couple other guys are in like the high sevens. And we all had to basically get our max score every time, but now we don't really have to. I can kind of coast. I am looking forward to eventually, because I'm working on Lord Vader right now. I'm looking forward to getting my newt up to R7, so that way I can get I could do the 3-man R7 at 1.8 instead of this 5-man at 1.2, so I'll be able to get a slightly better score even. Trying to tunes up just a little bit. Beautiful. You're gonna go next. Hey, Decepticons, how are you doing this evening? I'm doing all right. No, no hangover. I just decided to do something different today. Okay. My apologies for missing a stream this week. Yeah, right. Cool dude stream. You can't be talking about me. Uh, my wife and my daughter had I'll take that. They both had some kind of viral infection. So unfortunately, I had to be dad. over being the Lysol. But the good news is I would have got smoked anyway. The dude absolutely wrecked my defense. Yeah, yep, CT drill, exactly. They're both getting over it for the time being. Uh, the wife's almost completely over it, and the baby's still probably got a day or two to go. Ooh, 2 weeks, yuck. %47. I'm behind. How's everybody's 5v5 season been? Oops, I gotta check to see what the... We'll go with this one. Dude, I'm still in the Peridia camp. But by no means do I think that's a lock. .76 is a little light. Carbonite 2? What kind of, are you a relatively new player? Oh, beautiful. Did you follow like the Loquitur Executor Rush plan? Oh, nice. Buying Lightspeed bundles? Oh, nice. Profundity is a long grind. And it's unfortunate right now, the shape of the meta. Where you're at, it's a little less important, but with the meta as it is, profundity is less important than it used to be. Oh, what was I doing? I need to do some mod nonsense. Getting that first R9 is a pain. Plo Koon gets Jedi Cal. Wait. No, he gets SLKR. Kit gets 3PO and Chewie. And Ayla gets Jedi Knight Cal. All right. Let's see if I can do this on auto. Get SLKR, GAC teams to Relic, then JML. Yeah. Jabba, then JML is definitely wise. I thought they fixed the thing where they don't go till after the ship part. All right, being able to do this on auto now, that's great. Oh, we're already halfway there. Now I gotta put all their mods back. My mod cap has been reached. On GAC Insights, I wish I had it. It'd be nice, but I'm not overly concerned. No. No, I don't have it. Hold on, I gotta do some stupid mod work now. I gotta get rid of some mods. Because I've been... Yeah, I'm offended that you would imply such a thing. No, I just can't. I already spent $30 a month on this game. I can't afford any more for the time being. Especially now, because I have to buy new rotors, new calipers, and new brake pads for my car because I'm an asshole and I let them go to shit. Thankfully, my brother-in-law is a mechanic and he's gonna do it for me. I asked him a million questions about what needs to be done, if he can do it, when he can, how much time it'll take. And then the last question I asked, which is the only one he didn't answer, was, what can we do for you if you do this for us? And he, of course, just ignored that question. I think he just wants to hang out, honestly. Oh, wait. Okay, yeah. Yeah, right? But the whole thing's gonna cost me about $350, which isn't horrible. Honestly, I thought it was gonna cost me $1,000. So, and then once we pass the halfway point, because we own we own my car like outright. Once we get past the halfway point, paying off my wife's car, I think I'm gonna buy a new car. I'm gonna And the car I have, so a Honda Fit. Uh, it's it's one of the few cars that doesn't depreciate horrendously in value. So I'll actually be able to trade it in for a halfway decent down payment. And with new rotors and calipers on it, that should help as well. Oh, wait. These are all worth at least reviewing. Ha! You are fake news. Because my wife drives a hybrid, so there you go. I'm saving the planet, baby. She's got a Honda HR-V, which is a fucking awesome car, actually. Ha! I do, for work, I do drive a beastly, well, it's a big van. Step van. The thing chugs gas. Yeah, I never had a Honda before. The Honda Fit is my wife's car from before we met. But we own it outright. So my plan was to just drive it till the wheels come off. But now I think I might trade it in. Because till the wheels come off almost came true. My because we're doing it on Wednesday, getting it fixed. My mother-in-law is taking me to work tomorrow and the day after, and my mom is bringing me home from work on those days. I'm not a car guy. I don't know shit about dick, so good for her, I guess. I got accuracy, protection, crit avoid. Back to 363 here. Yeah, that's it. And I'm hoping to get something that's like 10 grand. I was looking at Ford Focuses. What I want is if I'm going to take out a note for a car, I want something that does not depreciate quite so bad. So Honda Civic is probably what I want. So most of the Ford Focuses I was looking at Carvana, but Carvana would only give me $1,000 for the fit, and I know I can get 5 or more in a trade in a dealership. So, but I was looking at Carvana, and most of the Ford Focuses were late 2010s models, like 2017 to 2020, 2021, and in the range of 70 to 100,000 miles, and they were all sitting at between 10 and 13,000 bucks. Which I'm not certain if that even means anything to you, Decepticons. I don't know what cars cost in. Yeah, I just want something that will hold value so that when I do turn around and sell it, I'm selling it for half what I paid for it, not a quarter what I paid for it. I'm sure cars are probably more expensive in the UK because everything is, because you guys are Euro poors. All right, we're going to see what an auto does for this team. It's probably not very good because yeah. Did you see the farmers protest? The one sign? It was stuck farmer where the ST and FA were one color and the rest was another, so you swap them. So you read it and it reads fuck Starmer. Or it's like that. Good. That shit is insane. Why would they be purposely destroying the UK's food security? That's the dumbest shit I ever heard in my life. And having 1.3 million pounds worth of assets as a farmer is pretty common. Like, I feel like because of the housing crisis, most farmers' land is worth probably half that. It's got to be on purpose. You don't do that by accident. Oh, and yeah. Auslander Rouse, in my opinion. Fucking Austria. You gotta be kidding me, man. Oh, this ain't gonna get me to the 1.5. Ain't no way. I'm gonna have to actually play it. Hey, maybe we'll invade and annex the UK. Oh, yeah, dude. Him and that. Well, I mean, it's happening all over fucking Europe. It's insane. And you got that fucking Axel Rudacabana guy who's going to get off easy. 52 years for stabbing, what was it? 11 people, a total of like 500 times. Because he did it like a week before his birthday. He should be hanged. It doesn't affect them, so why do they care? They think GDP go up, even though that's not even really the case. What's up, Norquist? How are you doing today, bud? Decepticons, just come move to America, dude. It's worth it. I don't know what you do for a living, but you'd probably get paid twice as much to do it here. Oh, I don't watch NASCAR. Oh, damn. That's about the only thing worth watching NASCAR for. Dude, I'm already way behind. Telling you, America's where it's at, Decepticons. Move your whole family, move everybody you know. My wife is a receptionist at a doctor's office, and I deliver packages for Amazon, and we can afford a house, 2 cars, a kid that's going to go to private school. And we live in a major city. Some labor, of course they do. Shit, that was dumb. Yeah, and you gotta wait because there ain't no way Starmer's gonna call an election on himself. His approval could drop to literally zero, and he would not call an election on himself. Jesus Christ, this is a disaster. Oh yeah, you're not allowed to pray in your own head. I've been trying, like, my mom is from Holland. She's Dutch. So a lot of my family. Oh yeah, and they acted like, "Oh, how dare he? Oh, clutching my pearls." But my mom's from Holland. Most of her family is still there. Her one sister lives in Colorado, but her other sister and her husband live in Holland. He's an engineer. And I don't remember what she does anymore. She used to be a flight attendant for KLM. And they can't afford a house. And they're like top 10, 20% income in the Netherlands. And I told my Uncle Tommy, my mom's sister's husband, dude, you take that same job, you bring it to America, and you can buy 100 acres of land in Montana and build whatever fucking house you want on it. Or you come to Cleveland, where I live, and you can buy a McMansion in the suburbs. Yeah, the biggest problem with you guys, Decepticons, is you don't really have an opposition party. Labor and Tories are the same. The nominally conservative Tories are more liberal than Labor, which is ridiculous. And then you've got Reform, who's led by fucking feckless Nigel Farage. I like Nigel Farage too, but he doesn't know how to lead a party. He surrounds himself with yes men rather than people that can win. He'd rather be in charge of a loser than play second fiddle in a winner. Right? Like, just don't say anything about Tommy Robinson. He's not gonna care. Nobody else is gonna care if you just keep your fucking trap shut about it. Tommy Robinson is pretty popular. He's not 100% popular, but he's popular enough where if you, especially amongst their own constituency, where if you talk shit about him, it will make you unpopular. I just don't get it. They need to kick Nigel to the curb. And I know Nigel owns the party, but they need to kick his ass to the curb and make Rupert Lowe the head of the party. Yeah, but they fucked him so bad. I've seen like 2 interviews with Ben Habib, and he seems like a really bright guy. And more than just being a smart guy, uh it's clear he actually gives a fuck about Britain, and by giving a fuck about Britain, I mean caring about the people of Britain, because that's what it is. It's a country is its people, and he cares about the people and the culture. And he's only half British. Isn't he Indian? Or is he Pakistani? Yeah, exactly. And he recognizes the real problems and has solutions to them. Oh my god. All right, let's see if I can get to the 1.5. Nope. I won't get there. Ha! We'll we'll send in the Navy SEALs to break you out. Oh shit. It's time. You guys need to get your rights to own weapons back. That's what really needs to happen. Because they're forcing this multicultural society on you guys that America's a multicultural society, but because everybody has the right to defend themselves, it stays relatively peaceful. There are issues, of course, but those ethnic conflicts don't really come up here because most of the people you see are probably packing heat. Like most violence in the country is intra-ethnic. It's hold on. It's whites killing whites, blacks killing blacks. And it's at, you know, some places it's worse than others, but you don't have like Islamist stabbings or any of that nonsense. No, he got arrested for burning the Quran while the guy that stabbed him. So the guy that burned the Quran was held on remand. I watched the video the other day. And the guy that tried to stab him, or the guy that burned the Quran, got held on remand. And the guy that tried to stab him did not, was let out on bail. Absolutely insanity. No, he had a knife. He tried to stab him. It was pretty brutal, the video. No. Right, but if you have a pocket knife, you'll go to jail probably. Oi, mate, you got a license for that knife? Because you don't live in a Western civilization anymore. What was I gonna say? Settling conflict with non-lethal violence is a Western civilizational trait. And you don't live in a Western civilization anymore. And as much shit as I talk, as I say, come to America, it's better here. Don't stay in the UK. Stay in your country. Don't give it up. Don't allow them to take it from you. It's your country. It needs to stay that way. And I worry for your country because your country is, I mean, I'm Dutch. The majority of my blood is Dutch. I got some Dutch, some German, some English, and then a little bit of Southeast Asian. And a little bit of Eastern European. But our country here in America is based on yours. We exist because of the UK, because of the British Empire. We are a descendant of the English as a civilization. And I hate seeing what's happening to England and the UK because it's just awful. Seeing what's happening to your society because it can happen to ours. And it almost did, thankfully. We kicked the can 4 years down the road. Oh, I couldn't agree more. And I'm not a huge Trump guy, but we were careening off a cliff, and he was able to, at least electing him was hitting the brakes. At least we're still in a bad spot, and I don't know in the long run if he's. Obviously, I'm very happy with how he's governed so far. But I don't know if in the long run, if he's really a solution to anything. But I mean, I've been beating this drum for a while now. I think that America needs to, well, one, the liberal world order is over, and nobody knows it yet. And I'm talking liberal, not in the colloquial liberal, like left-right liberal sense. I'm talking about classical liberalism. You know, the as a way of organizing society. Liberalism is over. I actually am more critical of Musk than Trump, but that's, I mean, if he stays in his lane and just slashes government budget, I'm perfectly happy with that. But the liberal world order is over. It's been over. I think the United States needs to, if it's to continue, which I think it should, because I do believe overall, if pointed in the right direction, the U.S. can be a force for good on the world stage. I think the United States needs to embrace its role as the global American empire. And not the fake and gay empire with soft power like they've been running for the past, since the post-war. So for the past 80 years. I'm talking be a true imperial power. With the threat of force and overt economic pressure. Which I think Trump is kind of making moves in that direction, maybe not with force, but with overt economic pressure. I unironically think that the United States should annex Canada and Mexico. They claim to be allies, but they're actually adversarial. They're on our borders. Both of them cover the entirety of the border that they are on. And the second somebody treats them with a light touch, they take advantage of us. And then, the big thing America needs to do, this is the most important thing, actually, aside from annexing Canada and Mexico, is, and I've been saying this before, we're going to get there, Norquist. We'll get to the UK. So you annex Canada and Mexico, then you go to Israel and you say, all right, Benny, here's the deal. You exist at our pleasure. You are learning today that Israel is a vassal state of the United States and not the other way around. You do what we tell you, we don't do what you tell us anymore. And I think with, and I'm not a huge fan of Israel. I'm a big believer in the right of conquest, right? So if you can, it's not about what you own, it's about what you can take and defend. That's just the way of the world. That's the way the world has always been. It's the way the world always will be. That is just the way that it is. And if you don't believe that, you will be taken advantage of. So, I'm not going to say Israel has a right to exist, because nobody does. But the way the world is organized today, Israel owns that land and is capable of defending it. They have conquered that land. If the Palestinians want it, they're going to have to take it back, probably by force. That's just the way that it is. And I'm not a fan of the way the Israelis treat the Palestinians, and I'm not a fan of the way the Palestinians treat the Israelis. Personally, I wish I didn't have to know anything about them and that they could just fight their own fight and who gives a shit. But unfortunately, I'm paying for both of them. So I tell Benny Netanyahu, hey, you're a vassal of the United States. You do what we tell you to do. No ifs, ands, or buts. And if you don't, we'll just cut all your funding, bomb all your air bases, and let the Palestinians overrun you. That's just it. Then we start I've been trying to think about what to call this. A soft conquest of the UK and Europe. You start in the UK because they're the worst off. And you just go in, you land troops, and you say, this is ours now. Do something about it. You remove you remove Parliament in the UK. You get rid of them. The sovereignty of Parliament has obviously been a failure. Return it to a monarchy. Who's the prince? Who's the older of the two princes? The one that actually has a head on his shoulders. You install him as king. And you give him... Yeah, Prince William. Get rid of that, the fucking King Charles. That guy's a fucking pile of trash. And Prince William might be as well. But, you exile him. You don't gotta kill him. You install Prince William as king. And you give him the same deal as Netanyahu. You're our vassal state. We want you to succeed. But you, as leader, you answer to us. You answer to us and to your people. And, in my opinion, because of the shared history with the UK, you give them a lot longer leash. But you also tell them, you got to get your fucking country right. And if you don't get your country right, I'll install somebody else as king. And if you get your country right, and you act in the best interests of your people, and I'd even say act in the best interests of your people first, and the United States global empire second. You act in the best interest of your people. If it looks like you're doing that, we give you a long leash, do whatever the fuck you want. But you got to start by restoring England and the UK to what it used to be. And that unfortunately means getting rid of all the people that shouldn't be in your country, of which there are a great many. And then you go through Charles Martel, Chuck the Hammer, aka Charlemagne, and you expel all of the foreigners from Europe at that point. You go into, you're in the UK, so the next obvious point of contact is France. And then from France, you go to the Netherlands, Germany, Belgium, down to Spain. And you give them all the same deal. They're not actually part of the empire. They're not under imperial control per se. But but the leadership in those countries serves at the pleasure of the United States global empire. And then at that point, all of Europe and the UK are vassal states, which I don't want them to be vassal states. I want them to be allies, but you've got to be hard on them at first. And then once they've proven that they can pull their heads out of their asses. Oh, yes, Decepticons gets all the free cookies he wants. I'll install you as king. How about that? Because I don't want them to be under the thumb of a United States empire. I want them to be allies. But unfortunately, you've got to get them to unfuck their countries first. And because it's me, I'd probably do the UK and then the Netherlands, because that's where I have them, and then Germany. And just for shits and grins, well, you would have the you would have all sorts of retainers that would do that for you. I would give the go-ahead as the leader, as the global American emperor, both wise and benevolent as I am. I tell Argentina and El Salvador that I will back them in any wars of conquest on their continent. That if they want to take land from any neighbors, I will back them. I don't think either of them would take me up on it. See, you joke about that, but she probably legitimately feels that way. One thing that the Argentinians would not be allowed to touch, though, the Falklands would stay UK territory. I know my wife feels that way, and it's mostly true. I do chores around the house. I actually do a lot of chores around the house. She does a lot more than me, though. Hey, I know the Falklands are important to you guys. I don't know why. But I also know that the people of the Falklands, didn't they have a referendum like before the war that they wanted to stay as UK subjects? So there you go. And then once I've unfucked North America, Europe, the UK, and South America, that's when I start turning my eyes outward. And I don't want I don't think that it's wise to try and expand your power in East Asia. China, although I believe them to be a paper tiger, they are still strong enough to put up a legitimate fight. I'd much rather have them as tentative allies than as adversaries. And the same goes with Russia. And I do believe that Russia actually, if we didn't live in this weird Russia derangement syndrome world, and yeah, I'm not a big fan of Putin or of what they've done in Ukraine. I actually think it's awful. But we live in a world that for some reason demonizes Russia. I think Russia itself is a natural ally to the West. They might not be the same culturally or politically, but there are a lot of similarities in cultures. And I think it's something that I think they'd be a natural ally to the West. And if you were able to get Russia on side, you could actually be openly adversarial to China. No, I actually think that the leadership does a lot for Russia. That Putin is actually a very effective leader. Oh shit. I didn't hit this. Of Russia for Russians. He cares about Russia and Russians a lot. And Russia is a great civilization of the world. But I think that the liberal world order has pegged Russia as an adversary when it didn't need to. I think we have a lot of common goals and a lot of common cultural things. I'm not sure what the words I'm trying to look for are, but they are a Christian nation, which is what most of the West has been for time immemorial until very recently. And I'm not a Christian. But our societies, our civilization was built on Christianity. It just was. Cry about it, liberals. It is the way that it is. Like even God, who's that fucking obnoxious ass atheist Brit that wrote all the books? The God Delusion, I think, was one of them. Hold on. Christopher Hitchens. Uh Even he admitted, and me, I'm also an atheist, so this is not, I'm not coming from a place of Bible thumping here, that Britain is a culturally Christian place, and that the Christian culture is what contributes to it being such a nice place. He's a fucking knob. Dude, yeah, Jeremy Clarkson. He doesn't want to, but he'd be great. And he's probably way more liberal than I would want for somebody to be in charge. But you know what? It's clear to me, and this is why I like the all of the former liberals being brought in under Trump, is because all of them, like Jeremy Clarkson, care about their country and the people of their country. We might we have the same values, we might just disagree on how to get there, and that's okay. That's fine. Oh, I mean, yeah, anyone could be. Literally any, but Keir Starmer is your prime minister specifically because he does not give a fuck about what he views. In my opinion, he views the fact that he has low approval as a positive, because it means he's pissing off all of the right people, which is the British. If he's doing what they don't like, that means he's doing it right. And that's what, you know, the Joe Bidens of this world and the George Bushes and all of them. I genuinely feel that's how they believe. Man, Keir Starmer, what a fucking ugh. I feel bad for you guys, for our UK cousins. And the fucking the shitter of it is that if you guys had elected the Tories, it'd probably be fucking worse. Fucking midget Rishi Sunak. I mean, the Tories betrayed you guys. Like, okay, Labor sucks, but they'll come out and tell you that they suck. Like they're naked in their disdain for you. The Tories pretend they care about you and then fuck you even harder. I have once when I was a child. And I only stopped off. It was a connecting flight. Because I was going to Holland. I would love to go. Well, yeah, that was 25, 30 years ago. How old are you, Decepticons? You're about my age, right? Late 30s? '40s. Oh, so you really remember when it was good. Have you seen this X account, Decepticons? It's days of NHS spending. I love the banner. The Burj Khalifa is the world's tallest building. It costs 3 days and 11 hours of NHS spending. The farmers pay the inheritance tax, 560 million pounds, 25 hours of NHS spending. the king is worth 4.3 or is worth $5 billion or pounds. 9 days, 9 hours of NHS spending. The cost of the entire coronation would 5 hours. The Three Gorges Dam, 112 terawatt hours of energy a year. 40% of the UK's energy consumption. 11 weeks of NHS spending. The cost of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II's funeral and adjoining ceremonies would fund the NHS for just over 23 minutes. The world's largest warship ever is the Gerald R. Ford class aircraft carrier. The NHS could buy one every 2.5 weeks. Oh, I know. It's bad. I haven't seen the actual numbers, but I've heard all about it. And what do you get for it? You don't get fucking shit. You get subpar care that takes forever. That's why I'm tired of these fucking Euros always talking shit about the American healthcare system. If you have a job and insurance in the United States, healthcare is not that expensive. And if you don't have a job or insurance, it's fucking free. So the Europores can miss me with this American healthcare nonsense. And our care is like the best in the world. My premiums for my insurance, my wife doesn't have to pay for her insurance. Her job pays for it. And my premiums is something along the lines of like $1,500 a year. And my deductible's $3,000. That's a lot of money. But it's not going to kill me. It's not going to make me go bankrupt. I'm going to be poor for 6 months to a year, having to pay $3,000. And by poor, I mean I'm just not going to be able to spend money on Swuggo or something. No. I have mediocre to shitty insurance. No, they have to. They're obligated to fix it for you. If you can't afford it, they just call your phone every day for fucking 6 months before they sell it to collections. And it fucks your credit. No, it doesn't fuck your credit because it's healthcare related. So you could, aside from maybe like cancer care or like giving birth, anything huge is pretty tough to skip out on. But if you break your arm or I'm under the impression that it doesn't, but I could be totally wrong. You could just skip out on it. I wouldn't suggest that. I think it's unethical and wrong. But if you're poor and you have to, you got to do what you got to do. And these hospitals, how much of their bottom line is my fucking tax money anyway? So if you pay taxes, they're funding these giant and every hospital system is. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. And I mean, my stepdad got cancer, but he worked for the government his entire life, so all of his health care is just paid for because they get everything they want, and we get fucked. In his defense, though, being a government employee, he was not a bureaucrat pencil pusher. He was a local cop, then a state cop, then he worked for the Marshal Service, then he became a state attorney, and then he was a federal attorney. So he had a real job, and his job was putting bad guys away from start to finish. So he wasn't some fucking government leech. Yeah. He got shot in the balls once. He actually, a bullet went through his scrotum while he was a cop in Miami-Dade. I'd be willing to bet there are uh in those cases there's probably Medicare, Medicaid that'll pay for a lot of that stuff though. Yeah, listen, I got no love for cops. I really don't. I think most cops are good people when it comes down to it. They're doing a job that is, it's not the most dangerous job in the universe. Not even close. There's a lot of jobs that are more dangerous. But the danger is not due to, accidents, things like that. It's due to the actions of other people. So you've got to be on edge. And working in the major cities of this country has got to be fucking rough. Yeah, I wouldn't want to be a firefighter. I got a buddy who's a firefighter, and I've got a ton of respect for him. I don't know why he does it. He loves it, though, so good for him. I'm glad that people like that in our society exist, because I'm not that person. Ooh, I got 115 from the crate. Yeah, that's a good pull. I can't believe it. All right, let's plan out our GACs here. It's going. We're planning out GACs. I between my 3 accounts, while I had 3 and then 2 now, I think I got the 250 probably 2 or 3 times. I don't know if it was across all 3 accounts or if it was just one account got it 2 or 3 times. Oof. This guy fail a bunch? Oh, he did. He's still got the juice to beat me. All right, let's look at what we got here on defense. We got Iden, Treya, Ray. Let's switch to the big screen. Afra and SLKR. Okay. Doesn't CLS beat up on Afra? I got to this is a no Zoomer talk allowed chat. Thank you. Well, you're going to see some stuff today. I don't know what you got. Let's see. We want just a ally code. 842-819. That 317. Swagman. Yeah, there we go. Let's go to his GAC. Right, we'll go to this one. Since it's got everything. Ooh. It's very different. Back wall's garbage, though. A shitty AdRad, shitty GG. Hardcore mode will be engaged when I start my attacks on this account. But we're just doing some planning. So I don't have to worry about using my SLKR against this Treya. That's fine. This Iden doesn't have a Datacron, so I can probably AdRad that. And then his ships are Negotiator and Finalizer, so I should have no problems. Yeah, I might get to use Wampa. I don't really have much use for... So, I'm lower in GAC on my alt account than I would be if I actually tried. So, I have more for offense than I generally need, so Wampa doesn't really get used all that much. Although there is a G12 GG back there, possibly, so that's probably where Wampa's going to go. Wampa's one of those characters that for an account like 5 million, 6 million or less, Wampa's great because he's kind of a Swiss Army knife. He's one character that you have to gear up that can beat an entire team, and it's usually teams that are common to see on defense in the lower GAC tiers. So it allows you to put a heavier defense down because you got Wampa. And Savage is the same way. All right, let's take a look at what we got going on here. My main, I've got a Relic 8 Wampa that is modded very well. Very happy with it. Never use the guy. Never ever use him. Oh man, this is a... All right, we got Qui-Gon. I wear these sunglasses, so I don't have my regular glasses on. It's hard for me to see. I'm like, all right, we got a Seer, Star Killer, and a Trench with a Django Fett crown. What's it actually do? That's lame. I've got another, what used to be rare and is exceedingly more common for me now, maybe because they dealt with the crunch. I'm facing more players with fewer GLs than me, which I never faced a player with fewer GLs than me for 2 years, it felt like. All right, we got Reva, Ray, Lord Vader, and Great Mothers. All right, let's look at what I got available. I've got JML, C, SLKR, JMK, Gas, Malgus, Abrad, CLS. What else do I got? They've got the GAC and TW are due for some changes. What they could possibly be, I haven't the foggiest idea. All right, we got Star Killer, Reva, Phoenix. We got IT/IR. Bane. Night Sisters, GG. Tuskins. Treya. Bad Batch, Bounty Hunters. I've got so much. All right, so let's take a look at his .gg profile. Dude, the ads on .gg are... Look at that. There's 3 ads showing right now. Well, one of them just dropped. Okay, so we've got Great Mother's third sister, Rey, Lord Vader. Okay, that's the same. Seer, EP, Trench. And Qui-Gon. Okay, that's the same. Then back while we're looking, Finn, Mon Mothma, DTMG. I gotta take a quick leak and then we'll finish the planning. Hold on 1 second, guys. All right, we're back. And what are the fleets going to be? Leviathan, Executor, Negotiator. He's going to have a hard time clearing my fleets with that combo down. All right, so Great Mothers, we're going to Malgus. Lord Vader will bow. Where's the Lord Vader? He's got the Malkron, okay. Ray will do Seer. What have I been beaten? Oh, I've been using Phoenix against Reba. But that's not gonna, probably not going to work. All right. Star Killer, JMK, yeah. That's probably what I'll do. Seer will be C. Qui-Gon Jinn, I'll probably Reva. What should I use my SLKR against? Ooh, Reva, I can Bane. What counters Trench? Gas? All right, we'll gas. What? Oh, that'd be interesting. Profundity legit has a... Huh. 100% with the Mark 4 or Mark 6. Is this really a good counter? I don't trust it. So I'm gonna Leviathan Mirror, Negotiator, I'm gonna Profundity, and Executor, I'll do a strategic 2 or 3 shot with a burner, then Malevolence, and then Finalizer. That's usually enough to get through it. The problem with the draft system would be, so you'd either have to draft one-on-one with your opponent or in like a pool of 8, and it'd just be the first player gets JMK, the second gets Leia, the third gets Glat, the fourth gets SLKR, the fifth gets JML, the sixth gets Rey, the seventh gets Lord Vader, and the eighth gets C. And then the first player to draft again just gets the first important character for their GL. So you'd basically, the draft would be you get your GL, then the first 4 rounds after that are building the team for your GL. And then after that, the round is pick a team, whether it be Bo-Katan or Gas or Balin Skull or whatever, and then build the team for that. The draft would take fucking forever. It'd be brutal. All right. And then that leaves me with JML, SLKR, ADRAD, CLS, Starkiller, Phoenix, Imperial Troopers, or Imperial Remnant, depending on so what it would have to be is it would have to be each round draft. You have to draft 5 characters. They have to share a tag, and you can't draft more than 1 GL per round. So if you were drafting, like, say you drafted Rey, you'd have to draft Rey plus 4 UFUs, resistance, whatever. I think it's just UFUs and resistance to go with it. You could fuck somebody, though, if you, say you drafted JMK as your team. So you draft JMK, Cat, GK, and Ahsoka, Snips. And you got that last spot left over. In that 5th slot, I draft Jedi Knight Cal. So that whoever gets JML doesn't get Jedi Knight Cal. And then in my second team, I draft a Jedi team. Any Jedi team. If I gotta get Jedi Knight Revan, Jedi Knight Luke, if I gotta use fucking Luminara and Dooley lead. Because that team kills something even under crappy leadership. All right. Now that I'm done planning and done doing raids and dailies and all that nonsense, and that it's already 11 fucking o'clock, we're gonna go Who did my opponent attack? Today we're matched up in hardcore mode on the alt against Swagman. He's got 8 million. He's got 3 GLs. He's got Bane, Afra, Star Killer. Oh, he's got JML down here too. He's not a slouch. Seer Malikos. Gungans. All right, we got real stuff in here. No meta fleets though. So that's great news for me. He's going to have a hard time clearing my fleets if he gets to them. If the JML draftee was smart, he would... Oh, yeah, well, we're saying, like, you draft an entire team. So each round of the draft, you draft 5 characters. And they'd have to share a tag. So if you drafted JML, you'd get JKCK, and I would definitely draft Ezra, and then Jedi Knight Revan and Jedi Knight Luke. So you're cutting off all of the Jedi teams to everybody. That's the old system, Drill, and it was a superior system, in my opinion. This system definitely has its strengths, but it's got some issues. So Swagman has attacked. Let's see what he's done up here. He dropped 1 against my Night Sisters. Yeah, there should be a floor and a ceiling for the GP matchup, in my opinion. It should be within like 2 million of yours. So if you're 12 million, you can get matched up with a 10 and a 14. Or if you're 6 million, you get matched up with a 4 or an 8. All right, he dropped 1 each to Rey and Jabba. Good news so far. Ooh, he just cleared my back wall. One shot it. This is a crap back wall, though. I could probably afford to put something better. No. So what, he's just got to beat my crappy Geos, which should be really easy. Vader should be able to solo this. Who do I run with Rey? Let's see what I do on this account. JTR, Stick Ray, BB-8, and Ray, but that's not an ideal team. Well, let's see what I do on my main. Oh, on my main I do JTR, Stick Ray, Ezra, Ben, and Ray. Do I have Ben in here? Yeah. If you don't have Zori, it's perfectly fine to run the Handbag Bros, Resistance Heroes, Finn and Poe, and BB-8 and like Holdo or something. That's a real team. It's not the best lineup for Rey, but it is a real team that requires people to actually try to beat. Okay, yeah. I just want to wait to see what this guy's doing. See how he does against my fleets. We can get started, though. So, for those of you who are new, who don't know, on the alt, we play hardcore mode. Hardcore mode is you fight till you lose a battle. And that's the end of it. So... what I do is I go for low risk fights. I bring a lot for offense. That's why my defense sucks so bad. And that's why I'm in the lower division that I'm in. But that's because this is more fun to play. I'm not as concerned about the crystals on this account. So we play for fun, and hardcore mode is fun. So my current plan here, item we're going to add rad. which could be brutal. Treya, we're going to SLKR. Ray, we're going to Star Killer. There's Afra and SLKR on the bottom wall. We're going to CLS and JML that. Oh, I've got Reva too. What do you guys think? Should I Reva that Afra instead of CLS? I don't particularly trust my CLS team on this account. No, if you have Zori, use Finn Zori, and then just find another team. So the beauty of Ray is that you can stick any 4 synergistic characters under her, and it will be a good team. So if you have, say, Queel and IG-11, you can throw them on there. And you can throw L337 on her team. Like, you legitimately... Any 4 synergistic light side characters will work. Yeah. I'm assuming, right? Because you said you unlocked Ray, like, recently. Yeah, legit, like, any light side stuff can work. If you just have a team that's not fully built, just slap it under GL Ray. You got 4 out of 5 characters relicked. Yes. We gotta burn Hux down. All right. Get another go. Beautiful. Nice and easy. What is even Carbonite like? Do you fight real opponents, or is it all just high GP douchebags that can't be bothered to play unless they're playing against you? Hold on, I'm looking at something. I need GAC counters. Oh, that's not bad. That's pretty good then. Inquisitors are 100% win rate against Afra. Okay, yeah, we're doing that. Oh. Too easy. All right, let's see. All right, 954. So he cleared my geos out. No, but I'm very, very close. They're all relics. They're just not relic 7s yet. I need 2 relic levels each on Great Mothers and Mirak. Took him 2 fights to beat my shit geos? Man, this guy must have been struggling. With just GI and not Reva, most Jedi teams. Yeah, I should be. All right, so we got Gungans. And Night Sisters. So we're going to... Do I have a GAC teams? Yes, I do. Okay, good. My tray is G12. It's not going to work. I've got options, though. Oh, yeah, I'm already going to run circles around them. Easy, out of here. Juhani is for TW, but she's my best option on this account with what I have. Plo, I think, is the best, but Old Ben is fine. They're pretty close in quality. He's probably not going to touch my fleets. Yeah. I built Juhani for the TW comp, and so that's what I use her. Yeah, that was a pretty shitty Ray team, though. If you noticed, one of those characters was G11. No Datacron. And I'm not a Datacron master on this account by any stretch of the imagination, but I do use them. Yeah, I honestly would tell somebody until you hit about 4 million, Datacrons are nice. They're very helpful, but I wouldn't worry about them. If you want to grab a dozen of them, or what, not even a dozen, a half dozen, 3 or 4 really well developed Datacrons for your 3 or 4 really well developed teams, then do that. But don't go much farther than that. All right, I was going to ad rad this. Should I still? Actually, where's Iden? I know Iden's pretty high up on the defensive list here. We're going to see what counters Iden best. I've got gas, I've got adrad, I've got great mothers. Hold on. I'm not seeing it. But I do scroll faster than I can actually read them. Here we go. Bow. Gas is 96%. All right, we'll do gas. Yeah, because of the gas revive nonsense. Yeah, we'll do this. Yeah, GM does stop revives as well, but my gas is better geared. Ooh, this is getting rough. All right, that's fine. This is good. Now we're in good shape here. No, we're in great shape here. Beautiful. Is that a counter? Does that work? Here's my big thought here. Big brain take. He won't be able to kill my executor, so I can beat him on banners. If I just clear fleets. So whatever, the Gungans will be my last fight. Beautiful. Their win conditions out of here now. Interesting, but also highly stupid. Because whatever I take against the Gungans is going to be high risk, and I do need to make sure that I beat everything but the Gungans. You can apply it to any team that is fully Relic 1 or higher. Yeah. So level 3 requires Relic 1s. Level 6 requires Relic 3s, and level 9s requires Relic 5s, right? I don't know. I think so. What GM team do I have? Acolyte, Spirit, and Talia. No, I'm in a rough spot, actually. Yeah, use them for what you can. Shit. All right, I'm pretty sure just beating this is a win because he's dropped so many banners from just fails. No, they're on defense. They got to hold for me, I'm pretty sure. All right, let's blast you out of there. That was beautiful. Excellent. Easy. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. I won. This is over. I won. He needs to get 80 banners to win. He doesn't have the fleets to get through my... If he failed against my negotiator, he's screwed. Because now he doesn't... Because I'm assuming he used Malevolence. And if that failed, he doesn't have Malevolence to beat my Executor with. How's Mon Mothma without Luthen do against Gungans? Kyle Pow Scout, yeah, and then Cara Dune probably. Oh, that worked way too well. %? Okay. Well, I've won this regardless. I'm pretty sure. I've got 95% confidence that I have won this. That he's not getting through my fleets. So yeah, GM. So who do I want to link first, or they can't die if they have protection, right? So you can just kill them after you rip their protection off, right? Well, what fucking use are you then? Ooh. Yeah, my great mother's team is just too weak. That's okay. That was worth a shot, and I was playing stupidly. Night Troopers and Munchie Man, yeah. Yeah, I won anyway, so it was worth trying. Yeah, I'm sure this guy gave up. I'll take the win. 180. 186, yeah. Even if he... Well, if he full clears, then he wins. Yeah. That's why on my main, I just bring Profundity and Leviathan on offense now. I don't fuck around with it any longer. All right. We'll go into here and then do the thing over here. Take a look at the hotbot. So we're Grand Arena, what, 62.3.3? I'm 4-4. I had to basically skip my last GAC because my whole family was sick. Except for me, because I'm strong like ox. I know, I get sick like once every 2 to 3 years. With like a cold every year. So I didn't have to worry about it. But the baby was sick. My wife was sick. I was mom and dad for several days. So I was unable to play GAC. I was unable to stream, do anything. But today, and I would have lost my last match anyway. The guy fucking smoked my defense. He got an 18-30. He just did really well. And he put Balin down, which I don't really have an answer for. It was a tough D. So when I first saw it, I was like, I'm not even going to bother trying. I'm going to get my 10 points and call it good. But today we're matched up against Deal Jade. This is the rubber match. If I win this, I have a winning record. If I lose it, I have a losing record. So I really want to win. His GAC stats are really fucking good. He's got 400, yeah, 320 more offensive wins than me, 340 more defensive wins. His undersized clears are low though. His GP is about the same as mine. Almost out of Gatorade. We're pretty even. Mods, his mods are better on the lower end. Mine are better on the higher end. It's a wash, in my opinion. All right, have a good night, Decepticons. Thanks for coming by. I appreciate it greatly. Relics, I got him beat. GLs, I don't have him beat. We have the same number. Okay. He doesn't have Leia, but he does have Lord Vader. But neither of us have Glat, neither of us have Balin, and we both have all three fleets. So let's take a look at the map here. I do have a plan. We got Qui-Gon here. We're going to Reva, probably. Seer, we're going to see. Oh, hardcore mode is still on. Thank you. It's off now. Don't want to confuse anybody. I don't play hardcore on the main because I care about the crystals. Sorry. Where were we? Have a good night, bud. Reva, we're going to Bane. Rey, we're going to Seer. Lord Vader, we're going to Bow. Great Mothers, we're going to Malgus. And then on the back wall, I expect Finn, Mon Mothma, DZMG, Leviathan, Executor, and Negotiator. For the back wall, I should have available to me for the back wall and cleanups JML, SLKR, ADRAD, CLS, Starkiller, Phoenix, Imperial Troopers or Imperial Remnant, depending on how I want to build it. Bane, not Bane. Night Sisters, GG, Tuskens, and Treya. And Bounty Hunters, and a bunch of other nonsense. Mon Mothma. So let's move the notebook, because I don't really need it anymore. We're going to Bo-Katan this. I want one of those light side buffs. Yeah. All right. I want rid of Piet. Beautiful. Let's go after you. I know you're just gonna revive. All right, beautiful. All right, now we can just burn you down. Beautiful. Nice and easy. Well, I can afford to use crew here. Actually, I'll just use Seventh Sister. I like crew under SLKR. All right, last time I get to use the Malicos Kron. Beautiful. Excellent. Beautiful. All right, let's just get rid of L3. Oh, you son of a bitch. Not a fan of that. All right, that worked out pretty well. I'll take a 62. Yeah, we'll use this. All right, it's over now. Oh, yeah, get the fuck out of here. Come on, Reva, you really think you can hang with Darth Bane? All right, what are we doing next? We got these. Okay, this is a rough fight. Ooh. Yeah, this is nasty. All right, easy. Nice. I will take that. All right, is this what I expected? Finn, Mon Mothma, and DTMG. Exactly what I expected. Yeah, we'll throw this one on. Oh, excellent. All right, not great banners, but an easy win. All right, Galactic Republic. Yeah, we'll use the Galactron here. I can't believe there's no Jabba. No Jabba on defense. It's been a while since I've seen that. All right, I'm going to throw some Sith on here. Yeah, we'll throw this on. I'm not going to use Dengar. All right, we want to link you and you. All right, that's okay. Woo, that was close. Holy shit. All right. Well, it's a good thing I've got SLKR and JML. Resistance pen's fucking weak. We got crit damage, health, steel, protection. Yeah, this will be fine. Oh, let's Ooh, that didn't really do a whole lot. Excellent. All right, exactly what I was expecting. All right, I won the coin flip, so I can auto it. Beautiful. Ooh, bless me. All right, 69, nice. I don't know if he's got the juice to get through my fleets. Nice. He didn't land any of the bad debuffs on me. Nice. Oh, get out of here. Nice. Max banners, too. I needed that after dropping one. All right, we're going to burn this fleet. Then we'll bring in Malevolence, and then we'll bring in Finalizer. All right, beautiful. So I'll be able to take out the punishing one really easily. That's okay. Beautiful. me Cad Bane. Fuck yeah, let's just get his ass out of here. Excellent. Beautiful. Got it. Didn't even have to bring in the finalizer. All right. Ability blocks. Let's burn Resistance Hero. Pin down. Beautiful. Let's get an armor shred here. Stun them all. And boom, max banners. So what do I got left? I've got CLS, AdRad, Star Killer, Night Sisters. All right, we'll trade this. I think I ought to be able to get this. Ooh. That was a brutal. All right. All right, I got to figure out what I need to beat this DTMG with. We'll take Star Killer in here. Where's Visas Mar? There she is. Oh, he's stopping turn meter, isn't he? Ooh, should I have stunned? There we go. All right, this should at least kill DTMG. Oh, all right. We'll do this. All right, beautiful. That was easy. Should have just done that from the start. 1761 is not a great score, but I don't. He's going to have a hard time beating my defense, I think, with what he brought for offense. So he should be in a good spot. Oh, there's nobody in here, but I'll still raid anyway because it'll be fun. I'm going to raid us over to Zareth. And we're going to call it a night. Thank you guys who stuck around. And I'll see you in the next one. I'll be on, I don't know, maybe Monday night. Take it easy, Drill. Thanks for coming by. You have a great night. Peace out.